Today on TruthVlog, sex, drugs, lies, deceit. The government's in bed with big oil. Literally. As in, the government officials in charge of regulating big oil are sleeping with employees from the oil industry. The Mineral Management Service collects $8 billion from big oil every year. A recent internal report has shone a rather embarrassing light on the MMS, and I'm not the only one who thinks so. Check it out.
The government employees who oversee offshore oil drilling are literally and figuratively in bed with big oil.
The report revealed that several MMS employees are guilty of acts such as using cocaine, methamphetamine, pornography on government computers, having sex with oil industry employees. One MMS official said he had good friends in the oil industry. Friends he would never write up. Oh, the Bush years, they were great. On top of this, the MMS has also been caught accepting lavish gifts from the oil industry, such as hunting trips, Christmas parties, fishing trips. All things that sound reasonable for those who regulate the oil industry to accept, right? Wrong. Maybe this is why even President Obama admits that the Fed's ties to the oil industry have been too tight for too long. Check it out.
For too long, for a decade or more, there's been a cozy relationship between the oil companies and the federal agency that permits them to drill. Seems as if permits were too often issued based on little more than assurances of safety from the oil companies.
So what are the repercussions of these ties to the oil industry, you might ask? The entire Gulf spill could have been avoided if it weren't for the deregulation of safety procedures over the past 10 years. Let's take a look at some of the actions the MMS has taken over the past few years, shall we? In the year 2000, the MMS determines that all offshore drilling rigs are required to have an additional backup system called an acoustic switch. At the time, the acoustic switch was considered an essential component. Fast forward 3 years later, and the switch is no longer essential or even required. Maybe the millions of dollars in lobbying from the oil industry had something to do with this. If the switch had been installed, the entire Gulf spill may not have happened. And guess what? Many offshore rigs in the US still don't have these switches. So what does the future have in store for us? In the year 2004, the MMS concludes that blowout protectors may not function under deep water pressure. Kind of like how the blowout protector failed at the Deepwater Horizon oil rig. Still, no standards have been set in place to correct this. The year 2009. BP is exempted from a legally required environmental impact study. Whoops! Oh, and let's not forget that between 2005 and 2009, drill site inspections have fallen by 41%, yet the amount of operating rigs has increased. Does anyone else see a problem with this? The curtain has just started to be unveiled, and underneath it is lies, corruption, and deceit that's been hidden from us all for years. What hidden truths lie around the corner? Tune in and subscribe to TruthVlog to find out. And open your eyes.